Happy New Year. Hopefully you can hear this. There's some announcements in the background, but welcome to our first video of 2026. We know it's been a little bit since our last video. We kind of took some time at the end of the year and really focused on training for the Phoenix Marathon. And we are here in Orlando, Florida to kick off the new year.
Hi, everyone. Oh, wow.
Wow, that sounded lovely. She's been sick.
I have been sick since Friday. I am feeling so much better. I was pretty much couch can't even talk couch ridden for like 3 days. But we are here to do the Dopey. So we are going to be running 48.6 miles over a course of 4 days.
If you've been watching the channel since last year, a few of you that are around, you will know that we signed up for this after doing the Walt Disney World half marathon last year, and somehow we decided that this sounded like fun.
Well, yeah, I mean, I felt so inspired just watching these people run, you know, the marathon when we were at Epcot. And the coolest part was just seeing them grab alcohol and, you know, they jump out of the race and go to Mexico and grab a margarita, or people were carrying them beers and they were crossing the finish line, and it just seemed like a lot of fun.
Yeah, so we decided to try this out. Again, we know our running videos are some of the lower performing ones, but if this is not your jam, stay tuned. We do have lots of other exciting stuff we're going to try and do this year. We're going to try and do more videos than we did last year, kind of a mixture. There'll be some running stuff. We're going to Sedona again. We're going to Tahoe. Probably try and do some stuff around Arizona. But we're going to try and do, my goal for this is to post the video from each race. So 4 races, 4 days. I'm going to try and get them,
that we're at.
plus the Expo.
I mean,
and try to get that video posted by the end of the day. That's my goal. Not sure I'm going to make it, but we'll try.
Well, we're pretty much going to be lounging around after all the races. I mean, we do have 5 days of parks but we're going to see how that goes.
Yeah.
By Sunday, we might not be able to walk.
Yeah. So, see, we are, for the first time ever, not staying on Disney property. We're staying at a Marriott Vacation Club since we bought in a Marriott Vacation Club last year. We'll probably give you a little tour around the Sable Palms at some point. But yeah, we're going to head in, get checked in. We've got our virtual queue for the store, which we got on right at 8:30 a.m. and it was like a 3-hour wait. So that time should be coming up here pretty soon. So come check it out with us. In case you need to, carb up, get some alcohol in, they've got the Wild World of Sports grill over here to the right with a whole selection of tap beers, and it's actually pretty packed. It is only 10:30 in the morning. This is the best way I can get her actually in the camera shot.
Whoa.
It is 10:39 a.m. and we just got in line for our big pickup. Let's see how long this takes. All right, Bear, while we're in line, why don't you explain exactly what Dopey is for those that don't know?
So Dopey is a challenge that Run Disney has. You have to complete 4 races and you have to finish each race. On Thursday, you do the 5K. On Friday, the 10K. In case you guys don't know, a 5K is 3.1 miles. A 10K is 6.2 miles. Saturday, you do the half marathon, which is 13.1 miles. And then Sunday, you do a full marathon, which is 26.2 miles. So you don't really want to go all out for all the races. We're going to try and more do the whole Run Disney experience. They usually have characters every mile where you can take a picture with, and they're usually characters that you don't really see in the park as much. So for the 5K, we might not even run it the whole time. We might run, walk. We're not going to go all out, not going to do a fast mile, because we want to be able to make it till Sunday and get through the marathon. For Disney, the 5K, there is no limit on the race. You can take your time. So if we wanted to walk it, we just walk it. For the 10K, the half marathon, and marathon, you have to at least maintain a 16-minute mile. And that is with stopping and taking photos with the characters. They have these ladies called balloon ladies that they are at the back. They have balloons on them. If they pass you, you get swept, you get picked up by a bus, and you get taken to the finish line where you still get a medal. But if you're doing the challenge, you won't get the Dopey challenge. So in the end, we're going to end up with 6 medals total. We'll get the 5K medal, the 10K, the half marathon, and full marathon. Well, there's another challenge, which is just the half marathon and marathon. It's called the Goofy Challenge. So we'll get that medal, and then we'll get the Dopey medal. So that's 6 in total.
So I mentioned that we took some time off and we're doing the Phoenix Marathon. So this is now our 3rd ever full marathon. It is really hard to get both of us in the picture, so I'm just doing me right now. We both hit our goals for the Phoenix Marathon, but it was hard. It was really hard. It was a record-setting day for heat in Arizona for December, and it was cooler that day than it's going to be here for this. So even though we're not going all out, and it'll be significantly slower. Like I ran 3:56 or something for that full. She was
4:09. I wanted to do sub 4, but I was dying.
This is going to be more like 5 to 6 hours probably with all the stopping, but it's still going to be tough because of the lovely 80+ degree weather and humidity here in Orlando.
So another cool thing about during the marathon, because the parks will be open while we're running. So as long as we're at Animal Kingdom by a certain time, we will be able to get on Everest, Expedition Everest. They actually have the standby lane where the runners can just walk up and get on Everest and ride Everest. I also believe if we make it to a certain time in Hollywood Studios, you can get on Tower Terror. So we'll see if we'll ride those. I don't know if I want to ride Tower Terror though, like when I'm running a marathon though.
Yeah. So last year when we were here in this room, the kind of basketball area, you zigzagged back and forth through a whole bunch of switchbacks. We were in here for probably, 30+ minutes. This year they don't have any of that set up, just a straight line on the way through, but we zigzagged more through like the baseball area back there. But different setup. Once you're here, you don't have as long to wait.
But we also didn't come on day 1 of the Expo last year. We were here on
day 2 or 3, I don't remember, yeah, something like that. All right, well, that wasn't bad at all. It's 11:05, so that took not even 30 minutes for us to get through that really, really long line. So Disney does this pretty well. That line keeps moving. There's a ton of individual check-in stations, so it moves pretty quick. We do still have to go get our shirts, though. You get your shirts in a separate area than the bib, so that's coming up next.
And then we get our merch, which we're in our virtual queue for, and they are up to, what are we up to? Hold on.
Yeah, we checked in for this at 8:30 in the morning, like right when it opened, and it was, I got 200-minute wait, she got like 180-something minute wait. Crazy.
They're up to group 30, and we're 70. Well, I'm 70, he's 76, so that's another 85 minutes. So we can go get in the long line for shirts now.
Shirt time. All right, so we exit one line to get in another. You come out of the main hall from getting your bib. We've got to snake all the way around the soccer fields, it looks like, to get in for shirt pickup.
I mean, it's just like being in the parks and waiting in a line for rides. Everything Disney always has lines.
Pretty much. All right, so one of the things we get asked about sometimes is what headphones we use for running. I used to run with my AirPod Pros. They were a nightmare. They would always kind of jiggle and fall out. After our full marathon earlier this year, we bought a pair of these Shocks. These are open-ear bone conduction headphones. They're amazing. You can hear everything going on around you with your open ear, but then you've got your awesome audio. They even have this waterproof version that we've used for swimming. I highly recommend them. Sometimes you can get like discounts on Amazon or here at these shows. Definitely come check them out if you're looking for a good pair of running headphones. All right, it is 12:15 roughly, and we just got out of the main expo hall where we got our bibs, walked that show floor area, shirts. We still have not gotten to the actual Disney store thing yet. We still have like another, what is it, hours long as thing, like another 30 minutes, an hour?
Oh, it was an hour.
Yeah, it's still another hour is what it's quoting us, which obviously means that initial 2 hour, 3 hour wait forecast was not accurate. They are going really slow. So we're probably going to go try and find something to snack on. We were planning on probably being out of here by now and going to get lunch, but that's definitely not going to happen. So we're going to go find a little bit of a snack, kill the next hour so we can get into that store. But if you are coming, I can't imagine if people are showing up now and they didn't join the queue first thing like we did.
Yeah.
You might not be getting in today. Yeah. You might have to come back tomorrow.
Or later. I mean, what time does it close? I didn't even see
it. It goes pretty late, but I mean, you might be, if you just joined now, if you're lucky, you're getting in tonight.
Well, the next queue opens at 1, I want to say. There's another queue that opens at 1. There was one at 8:30, and then there's one that opens at 1.
Interesting, yeah. So it'll be a long wait if you're not already in that queue. Okay, so it is 1:44 and we've finally gotten into the Disney shop part of the expo. But now we have another line to wait in for Dopey merch, which Bear saw a picture online and it looks insanely long.
And that was from like hours ago.
Yeah, so we're what are we? Almost 4 hours past opening now after we checked in right away at 8:30. So everyone's kind of complaining this is going way slow. I guess there's a new process for Dopey merch this year, which seems to be slowing everything down. So just be prepared if you're coming. There's going to be a lot of waiting. Yay! More lines. So exciting. Alright, so Bear is waiting in line for the Dopey merch. I'll go join her in a second, but in the meantime, since it's going to take quite a while, I'm going to wander around and show you some of the other merch that they've got here for the weekend. Lots of Spirit jerseys with just, this is kind of the overall marathon weekend design, kind of like a light bluish purple. I don't know if that comes out on camera. Got some of the 5K merch themed to Pluto. Got pins, short sleeves, long sleeves. Just a regular cotton material, nothing particularly exciting. There are limiting items, even on the 5K stuff this year, which is nice. So hopefully all of it's not just going to end up. It's a nice Brooks jacket here. This is Brooks anyways. $80 for that one. It's a nice material. It's similar to one that I got at the Phoenix Marathon, but not quite the same. See all kind of the themed merch here for the different lengths of races. Kind of button up. This is more like a jacket than a shirt. Button up with Chip and Dale for the 10K. That was the back of that jacket. Okay, we are finally back at the hotel. It is, I don't have my watch on right now, but
It is 4:15.
yeah, so we got back maybe 10 minutes or so ago. We left, finally got done getting through the merch stuff and the Dopey line and everything at about 3:30. So in total, we were there for almost 5.5 hours. Wow, not what we were expecting. We originally today planned on going to Epcot. Like we were gonna kind of do the check-in stuff in the morning, hit like the grocery store and stuff, and then we're like, oh, we'll go. We're not gonna spend long there, but we'll go to Epcot. Obviously, that didn't end up happening.
Well, I mean, in previous Run Disney events that we've done, I think it was maybe like hour and a half, 2 hours. I mean, we've never gone on day one of the Expo, so we never experienced this whole virtual queue. Like we said earlier, we were on at 8:30 a.m. on the dot, had the second hand going on my watch, clicked it right away, and we still didn't get to, I got 70 and he got 76, so.
Yeah, crazy.
And it was like a 300-minute wait or 200 and something.
Yeah, it was longer than it said. 'Cause, I mean, again, it told her 180 minutes, which is right around 3 hours. We were past 3 hours by the time we got in for her, and mine didn't come up for like another hour after she got in. So yeah, there was that. And then once we got in, you saw in the video, we immediately went into the Dopey line. Bear stood in line in the Dopey line. I went around and kind of filmed some of the merchandise at the Expo, but immediately went into that Dopey line. So we're talking that line itself was about an hour or so just to get to the Dopey merch. Now, here's where things we want to be constructive. Disney does a phenomenal job of like the check-in and the bibs and stuff. Like we flew through that line. The merchandise area, they've tried different things and they've tried something new again this time, but it's still not working. So for this time for Dopey, you could only get in the line and buy Dopey merch if you were actually running and registered for the Dopey challenge, and you were limited to one per item per person.
Which is really nice because then you have the resellers coming in and buying everything and then marking it up for hundreds and hundreds of dollars on eBay. But the thing is, they only make like 2 t-shirts, a jacket, which sold out already
immediately.
On day one.
We didn't even really
We didn't even see what it looked like because they didn't even release it. Like, I mean, what was it, weeks or months ago? They released the merchandise for Disney World Marathon weekend, but they didn't release the Dopey merchandise, so no one knew what anything looks like.
Yeah, I think that was probably the most aggravating part for me, is that they released all the merch except for Dopey, and so you're thinking, okay, like I have to go, if I want to see the Dopey merch for this significant challenge, I have to go get in line, which is this hour-long line. You can't really see the merch that's available until you get all the way through the line. Like you could tell there was a shirt, but you really couldn't see the stuff that was there. And so you had to sit through that line only to find out that they made 2 t-shirts, some pins, and a magnet.
I got the magnet. It's gonna go in my locker at work. I like to now hang all of my runs that we do on my locker, but I waited an hour and a half for this baby.
Yeah, so that we ended up buying 2 just generic Run Disney jackets because I really liked them and I thought they were nice and comfortable, and I knew Bear would like it. But I have a problem with the Disney merch in general, in that I'm a bigger, taller guy. All of their t-shirts for me come out really, really short. So like if I lift my arms, it turns into a belly shirt, which is not super attractive on me. So I wasn't a big fan of most of the merch that they had, because it is basically all the same style shirt. Brooks, it's like a Brooks running shirt, but just with a different, slightly different design on it. So none of that really worked for me. The jackets were different, thankfully, so we were able to get the jackets, which I'm super happy about. I'll put a video or attach that so you can see what we got there. But
And another thing, I feel like year after year, like, because we did it last year, the merchandise is all kind of the same looking in a way from previous year.
Yeah.
Like they always do like a little, like we got the shoe ornament, which was really cute. They did it again this year. It's the same ornament, but just kind of changed a little different. So everything's really similar. So if you run every year, I kind of feel like everything starts to like kind of look the same too. Like,
yeah.
So.
Yeah, which is interesting because Run Disney does have a lot of people that like religiously do all of the Run Disney events. In fact, there is something for Dopey that's called Perfect Dopey. So our bibs are a certain color doing Dopey, but people who have Perfect Dopey, meaning that they have done Dopey every year that it has existed, have their own kind of special bib colors. And there's actually a pretty significant number of those people. So it's interesting that to me that they haven't invested a little bit more in the merch. There is all sorts of really cool stuff that she's found on Etsy. So if you are going to be doing Dopey in the future, my recommendation would be get on Etsy before the race. Order whatever you're going to find that you think is cute there, because it's probably going to be much better than what you're going to find from Disney.
And even there were so many people there that had Dopey stuff that was obviously, like one lady had this, it was kind of like a baseball jacket, like all sequins, Dopey. It was purple, and
yeah.
I was like, where did you get that from? Etsy? She goes, I actually made it. And I was like, it is so cute. You should actually sell them. But she said her OCD was so bad that it took her forever to make it. But I would pay her for one because I thought it was so cute. And there's so many cute things on there. So I might just get on there and order.
Yeah, probably get some stuff like after the fact that you would have to commemorate Dopey. But yeah, that's a wrap for us for today. We ordered some sushi. We're gonna hang out here at the hotel, just eat, get to bed early. These races all have a 5 a.m. except for the full marathon has a 4:30 a.m. start time, but we have to be there earlier. So we're probably gonna be getting up between 2 and 2:30 in the morning for the next 4 days.
And we didn't get to the hotel. We didn't get here till like past midnight last night from our flight. And then we unpacked everything. By the time we got to bed, it was almost 1. And we couldn't even sleep. We tossed and turned both of us all
So
night. Like,
we're tired.
We were up at like 7 a.m. So I literally felt like I was at a park all day today, like with all the walking.
Yeah, it was. I mean, we've done over 10,000 steps. It was,
I did 12,685 steps just from the expo.
So be prepared if you're coming to this in the future. Lots of walking on this, especially if you're going to check in day 1. If you're checking in, if you're only doing like a half marathon or the full marathon or something, don't bother checking in on day 1. Don't get here. Even if you're here early, I wouldn't bother going over there unless you're dying to get some piece of merch that's going to sell out. It'll be nowhere near as busy the next few days. Like when we did the half last year, it was nowhere near as busy. So definitely recommend doing that.
And throw some waters in your bag so you stay hydrated, because the waters there are about $6, I want to say.
Yeah, but they don't check. Like you can bring pretty much anything with you.
Yeah.
They're not really checking bags and stuff like that.
They don't check bags at all. The only thing they have you do is walk by a dog, a police dog, like they're sniffing for drugs or something. But so keep yourself hydrated.
Yeah. And let's see, I thought there was one other thing I was going to say. Don't remember what it was now. I'll probably think of it later. But stay tuned for the next 4 days. We'll be recording kind of daily videos of each of the races. We'll probably also do one of just kind of this property that we're staying at and post that separately. But tag along for the adventure. Hopefully we're still walking. We have a whole bunch of stairs we have to come up to get into our villa here. So.
And then you get inside and there's like 2 more steps down, and then you gotta go to your bathroom.
Might regret the decision to stay here after the marathon, but we'll find out.